All right, we're back live. Welcome back to Satisfactory, everybody. We're going to go ahead and dive back in exactly where we left off and continue working on aluminum in Tier 7. So where we had left off, we had found a bunch of quartz, which we're going to need to turn into silica. So back here, we have 2 pure quartz nodes, and we need to get this back home to turn into silica. Not back home, back to our aluminum base. So, if we take a look at our silica recipe, we currently have 2. We have cheap silica, which turns 3 crystals and 7 limestone into 7 silica. Or we have the base recipe, which turns 3 into 5 and produces only 37.5 per minute. So the question is, between our current location and the location of our bauxite mine, do we have any limestone that we can grab? Because I'd like to use a limestone recipe if possible. Let's take a look. There's some very close nearby. All right. So what we're going to want to do then is take both of these raw materials back over here and produce the silica here. Let's get started on that, shall we? First things first, I'm going to need an equipment workshop to make a couple of miners. We're going to need 4 here. 1 for the quartz and 1 for the limestone. Okay, now let's figure this out one more time. Yeah, the limestone is over in that direction to the west. So we want to we need to get out and lift a bunch of stuff up anyway. So we'll point our miner out of this, out in that direction as best as possible. Let's go ahead and get that set up. We'll go to production, get a miner Mark II, and we'll aim it over there. That's going to be fine. We'll go ahead and overload it. We don't need that much. We need, how much silica do we need? Oh boy. Let's take a look at the aluminum ingot recipe for a moment. So we need 5/6 of the scrap that we have minus 150. So we have 540 scrap. Times 6 divided by 5. No, times 5 divided by 6. 5/6. Is that right? 450? It was 5/6, right? Yeah, 5 silica for every 6. Okay, so that's correct. And then we have 150 silica on hand, so we need 300 silica, right? To make 300 silica using this recipe, we are going to need 3/7 of the silica we need. So that's 300 times 3 divided by 7. Let's put some parentheses up there. We're going to need 128 quartz. Okay. So, we're going to get 240 per minute here. I'm not going to worry about overclocking this and fully extracting all the resources until we have the miner Mark III. So the 240 we have as a base is perfectly fine. We're going to need to get it back home somehow, though. Let's go ahead and start building some stuff. What's the right way to do this? That's the angle we need. Or that's tied into the world. Why don't we at least pull it over here? Let's see how we're going to do this. So that's a good start. Let's pull it along. And then here, we'll lift it up by 1. And then we'll keep building. I think we go with a wall here to get the height we need. There we go. That's looking decent. We'll bring that up here. Like so. Then we're going to need to make a turn here. And then get over there. And I think actually what we'll do is we'll build the platforms. But we'll actually use a non-standard turn to cut across. We want to get it to right about here. And start going that way. So right around here, we'll get another wall going. Build that way. All right, let's catch up with the old conveyor belt. We'll lift it up. Maybe from there. Yeah, it likes... It's okay with that type of a lift in the straight mode. All right, let's... So this is sort of... This is going to be our quartz line. Let's get some power poles going. And let's start planning for the future a little bit. Come down to here. And from here, just go straight to the machine. So once this is connected to the grid, the quartz will begin to flow. That's going to be fine. Now, let's find that limestone next, because at some point we got to go up to the top. Limestone right here. Okay. So, in that case, we want a pair of elevators going up maybe through here, all the way up to the top. Something like this. Let me put a power pole here to mark this. And we'll see if we can build this out in a way that makes sense. If I move a little bit to the left, this is probably where we want the vertical lines to be, kind of right here. We want a pair of lines there. So let's do something like this. And then throw down this. And then right on the edge here, I think if I look straight up, kind of right in the middle here. So this is a good location for these two. So let's put the floor holes down. Somewhere like this. I don't think we want them right next to each other. I think that's fine. That's okay. It's going to take us a minute to get up there to put this back. I'm probably going to need a ladder. Why don't I build this part first, and then we'll hook everything up. So, let's see. I'm going to need walls up to the top. And then when I get up there, you're one off the middle. You guys are right at the edge, one off the middle. All right, I think I can remember that. And then a space between them. All right, this is a long, long, long way up. Let's build as much as we can. And get up as high as we can. Can't quite tell if that goes all the way to the top. I think that does. Okay. Let's get up there. So the limestone and the quartz, we need to bring both of these. Looks like we're just about right in terms of that little gap we want to run the lifts through. It's a long way up though. Let's put you there and then put a little place for me to stand. And build some more. Interesting question whether I've left enough room for myself. I guess we'll get up there and see. I might not... No, I do have enough iron rods, I think. It'll be interesting to see whether I can get around that cliff side. I'm not sure if I can. Let's go find out. Looks like there's just a little squeezy space here for me to maybe crawl through. No, okay, I can't quite get there. The lift will be fine, but I'm gonna have to take a little detour here. To get up and over? Yeah, okay. We'll see how high that has to be. Okay, so I can stand here. Keep building up. Again, I'm not sure exactly how tall this needs to be, but we'll get up to the top and figure it out. Then we'll do floor holes. It's a long lift. This is probably the biggest lift I've ever built. What do we have over there? Okay. So we're near the top now. But we need to get this over to the bauxite mine, and I'm not sure what that area's elevation is compared to this. Okay, I'm gonna have to land on here. There we go. Try and... get over here. Okay. So somewhere on the other side of this... Why am I having trouble building over here? That's a bit odd. There we go. Okay. Right. So... this could be where the floor holes come. We could go lower or higher. I'm not sure yet. But our... let's see. Yeah, our factory's over in that direction. So once we get the materials up here, we need to get it over there. And a straight line makes the most sense. So... what do I want to do here? I want to build a diagonal pathway going over there. I think we're close to the right height, but I'm not 100% on that. I think we're close enough for this to work. However. But, we are going to need a diagonal of some sort. Build under that. Like that. Yep, looks good. Okay, so this is a little messy. We've got some Z fighting. But if we got the two holes here, we could then go straight from here towards the factory. Let's just build this and see how it feels. It might be perfect as is. We'll find out in a minute. So we're actually, I think I titled this episode as being in the red bamboo fields, but it looks to me like we might actually be, hang on. Yeah, some of this is happening down a little bit lower, so looking at the biome map, we're actually in the red jungle a little bit. And the actual quartz might be in this western dune forest area. I'm not sure, or the snake tree forest. It's a little unclear to me. But the... yeah. So this area is the red bamboo forest, and I guess this is Or the red bamboo fields. Yeah, we're kind of straddling the border there. So we're above the river. We're right in that bamboo maze area is where we're actually building. So I guess we are primarily in the red bamboo fields, but some of what we're doing is in the red jungle. Yeah, okay. So the quartz location is all in the red jungle. All right. I'm trying to learn the biomes of the game. I'm doing my best. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're a little bit lower than we want to be, actually, it looks like, but I think we're high enough that it's okay. We'll just use this and then lift it up a little bit when we get over to the bauxite mine. We're certainly above all the crap down there. Now, I wonder, because I'm going to have to build a lot of belts to get this stuff over here. I wonder if there's a blueprint for like a pair of belts that I can use. Yeah, this is fine. We can put like, we can convert all of the limestone and quartz into silica right around here somewhere. And then build a slightly different platform. We can lift it up onto a different platform to get it over there to be made into aluminum. So, is there something I could do to help me build this a little bit faster? I mean, I guess, right? Because I could... If I, how would that work? If I built a Mark II blueprint designer, I would need it to be somewhere that I could... Yeah, there's no place for me to put it right now. I'd have to build a place for it. But like, let's say I did. And this might end up being the place where we build the silica factory, because we'll have all this space. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. If I built the blueprint designer like here, H. I guess that's fine. I guess that'll work. And then I put down some belts like this. So we need to leave room for a connection on one end. But let's say I did this. This is only 5 long. But if I put down 2 belts like this, could I use this blueprint somehow to make it faster to grow these? To build them? How does that feel? They're a little bit separated. I mean, I guess I could throw... I could make them closer, but that fits on... That fits on 1 square of tile or whatever. There's more room to run over here, so what I could also do is this, right? I could do... I actually don't even need a second one, and that tells me which direction it is. So it goes away from the power pole. Let me see if this is like viable, if I can use this. So this would be a template, right? Twin belts, I guess, or 2 Mark IV belts, I guess would be something. We'll put it in templates. We'll add a subcategory called logistics. Add the blueprint here. We will select the icon to be a belt. I guess it'll be Mark IV. And save the blueprint? Okay. So then, if I wanted to use this, clear blueprint designer, remove blueprint designer. Okay. So, let's see. How would I could have a hotkey specifically for this, so or a hotkey row. We can go into templates, logistics, and blueprints, templates, logistics. I can hotkey that to 1. Then I can hotkey a power line to 2, and I can hotkey the Mark IV belt to 3, right? So then if I wanted to build this, we decide how we want it. Let me H this for a second. So if I put it there, and then it needs to go back from the edge a little bit. So we build that. Then we go into blueprint mode, right? And I want to put this... How am I gonna... How am I gonna place this? Like that? How does it work? Is that... No, that's not working. I want it to like... I want it to line up easily. That kind of works. And then I come down here and I do it again. Like that. And then I just have to make the connections, I guess. I guess that works. I don't know if that's faster or not. Maybe I can get better at using the blueprint somehow. Let's see. What if I'm in the middle like this? If I take it off blueprint mode. Yeah, that kind of works. And then just come down here like that. That actually works pretty well. Because I don't have to worry about making them straight, so I don't have to go down to each end. I just have to do the connections. So I just keep doing this over and over again, and I think we get our 2 belts built much faster than if I was doing it manually. I think this works. Yeah, this seems pretty good to me. Feels like it's going fairly quickly for what I'm trying to do. Feels like that's a pretty quick way to get a pair of these belts down pretty fast. Nice and straight, lined up. Feels like it works pretty well. Yeah, I like it. And then we got to come over here and get the connections done. But we know how to do this. So, okay, we swap over. We're going to floor holes. Now, it was 1 off the middle and then a space between. Let's swap over to this real quick. The parachute to go down and fix this. Let's get the first one connected. So you're going to be coming... Yeah, this way. You're going to be coming this way. And then... You're going to connect up over there somehow. That's too far. All right. Let's have you come to, like, maybe here. Where are you going? You're going here? Okay. Okay. You go like that. You come over here like this. Okay, all right. Now, getting the power down is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know if we can go down that far. Like, we can go down to there. All right, I might build this on the way down. So we got a pair of these guys to do. And it's a long way down, huh? All right, well, we gotta do it somehow. Let's see if it's lined up correctly. Looks like I've made a mistake somewhere. It's not wanting to connect. So I've got something wrong here. All right, we're gonna have to climb back up. Yeah, you are one off the middle. Feels like this is right. It's at the front, one step forward from the wall. And then you're not in the middle, you're one to the left and right at the very edge. Okay, let's see where I made the mistake. We got a long climb to do, but that's okay. This would be an interminably long floor hole to make. Hyper tube to make. I see we got some lurkers in the chat. Welcome, guys. I don't know if you're folks that I've met before or not, but if so, or if not, drop a quick message in the chat and I'll say hi and try my best to pronounce your name correctly. Or if you got questions or comments or thoughts, that's fine as well. Oops. I think I need the jetpack to do this? No, all right. Lateral movement with the jetpack's a little unsubtle, I guess. It's a little bit difficult to use fine control there. Okay, so I've got them in the wrong place. Okay, that explains that. I had them on the wrong edge. They are meant to be on this edge. So, let's try that one more time. Let's lock you in place. Okay, so that's middle, that's one to the right. And then we need one space there. Okay, that should be correct. Let's get the lifts up. All right. Let's try this now. Can I connect it? How far away can I actually connect it from? I think this is right now. It's just a matter of actually getting it. There we go. Okay. There's one done. Gotta climb back up and do the other one. There we go. So this is pretty good. Gonna lift all of these raw resources up here. Oh, damn it, I forgot I don't have the jetpack on. Ugh. That is a long climb to the top. I've seen the yellow slug there. Don't think I haven't seen it. I just don't need it right now. I mean, it's one of those things where you should probably just collect it when you notice it, because otherwise you have to go hunting for them later. But I'm trying to focus in on doing this, so... Alright, second lift. Coming up right along here. I can't be inside it. There we go. Nice. That is done. All right. So we got our lifts available. Now... Power. I guess we go as high as we can. Looks like that's about the limit. And then we got to get up there and continue that. Went up quite a ways. So we're going to need to find that wall outlet, click on it, and then continue climbing. And actually, I'm going to put the jetpack back on here. It's easier to navigate. Where did that line go? Right there. Okay. So... yeah. Let's grab that. You know what? Actually... can I replace that in place? Can I upgrade that in place to a double-sided? I think some things you can do that. Okay. We'll do a little line from one to the other. Okay, then we can put the wall back. And now we have this connected. Okay, let's bring this up. Best we can. High as we can. A little bit tough to navigate here. Let's see. How high can I get it? Yeah, I can go pretty high with this. Almost to the top. Maybe even all the way to the top. Hold up. Let's find out. No, there is a limit. Okay. We'll have to go down a bit. Okay, it'll get to there. Okay, that's pretty good. That means part of what we already did we can delete because it's not going to work properly. Let's get this up to here. Looks good. Okay. So then, yeah, you we can delete. You can connect over to this bad boy, and then everything should start to flow, actually. If I connected it up down at the bottom. I can't remember if I did or not. Let's go see. I can grab this slug on the way, since it's here. Yeah, I didn't actually connect this up. I need to get the limestone set up too. Okay. Okay. Let's have this travel behind the line and go over there. And then we can have our first line. The quartz should begin to flow. Okay, and then we have our limestone right here to go into this lift. Oh no, I probably need that. So limestone, production, miner. I think we'll point it perpendicular. Yeah, that looks good. And then we can just get a lift in here. Point it this way. Bob's your uncle. We're done. I do need power here. And then we need to determine how much limestone we need. This is a pure node, so we should be more than fine with 240, I think. What did we decide we needed? 128 quartz. And for the cheap silica, we need 5/3 of that. 128. Times 5 divided by 3. We're going to need 214, so this thing's putting out 240. That's enough. Now, why do you not have power? Did I not? Oh, this entire network isn't actually connected. Okay, hold on. I think we're very close here. I think we're done down here. We should get all the materials we need from these two lines. And they'll flow over to the silica production plant. Smurf says, the verticality is unbelievable. Hey, welcome to the channel. Interesting comment. Are you saying the verticality of my build or the verticality required to get this where I want to go? Or are you just impressed with what I've done? Because, yeah, it's a lot of... we got to lift it up and out of here to get it where we need it. And it is a very, very, very tall lift. But, I mean, it doesn't cost any power to lift. You just have to set up the lifts and the belts, and with the infinite length lift trick, it's actually pretty easy. You just have to use foundations to line up your floor holes at the top and bottom, and then you just drop from the top and you get a perfect build. Okay, so yeah, this is all connected. Now we got to connect it to power on this end. The amount required, yeah, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. So our quartz and limestone comes over here, gets processed into silica, and then sent over to make aluminum. And at some point, we're going to need power here. Let's go ahead and grab this and put it over on this corner. And then what do we have over here to connect to? This line? You go there. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. Now, do I have a blueprint template for foundries? I do not. Okay. Let's take a look at what we're gonna be making here. So, if I go to the codex by hitting the O key and search for silica, we're going to be making cheap silica in assemblers. We can make 52.5 per minute. I need, I believe, 300. I think we determined I need 300 silica to get 450. Yeah, that's 5/6, I think. Let me just double check my math one more time. So, aluminum ingot. For every 6 scrap, we need 5 silica. So that's 540 divided by 6 is... 540 divided by 6 is 90, right? And then 90 times 5 is 450. We have 150, so we need 300. Yes, okay. Let's go back to silica. So I need 300 silica, which means, what, 6 of these with 1 underclocked? Yeah, that'll work. And I do have an assembler blueprint, so let's pull that out real quick. Blueprints, 8 assemblers. Now, I need to see what I'm doing, so we're going to build a quick lookout tower here. Hop up to the top and put this blueprint down. Hey, look, the limestone's already here. Quartz shouldn't be far behind. Here comes the quartz. Fantastic. Okay. So we'll put down our 8 assembler blueprint. I just got to remember which direction it goes in here. Where are the inputs? I think inputs are there. Let's see. Those are... No, that's output because those are mergers. Let's take a look. Yeah, the 2 inputs go there. And the output comes out on the other side. So this is actually a pretty good placement. I'll just plop it down like this. That's going to be just fine. And then the output's here. We'll end up having to loop this around to the other side. I think one more is probably good. Okay. So we have 8, we only need 6. Let's delete you and you. You don't need to be drawing power. You guys, we're going to put you on cheap silica. Cheap silica. All right, so 52.5 per minute from all of you guys. From these 6. Okay, and that gives me 52.5 times 6 is 315. So I need to take 15 off of one of these. I guess we'll do the first one. Closest to the line. So we'll underclock you so that instead of doing 52.5... you're going to do 37.5. Okay. Let's feed into the 2 inputs. We'll feed in the limestone and the quartz. Input number... Oops. Input number 1. Input number 2. Okay. Connect you to power. And Bob's your uncle. We should be seeing a bunch of cheap silica come out. Which we're going to have to run over from here back over to the factory. So I'll need another line here like this going towards the factory. Maybe over to here and then we lift it up. We need to get it over there. All right. So let's bring it this far and figure out where we're going from there. We're closing in on our solution now. So this should be exactly 300 silica per minute. All right, let's go over here and figure out how are we building and where are we putting stuff. So we need the silica to join this output line somewhere. And maybe since we have it coming from back there, what we do is we bring it over here, actually. So like I'll delete this line. We'll put in a lift to get over the other belt. We'll put a merger in the sky over here. So... and then we want it to go that way, right? Yeah, okay. Let's put a merger in the sky somewhere like... here? How does that feel? That seems pretty good. And then we get the other silica line coming over here from that direction. So actually, we wanna not build what we've built. We wanna build this out and have it fly along here. Okay. So let's see. You're gonna come over here. And then let me lock that. Is that the right height? No, that's lifting up. Okay, so I don't want to lock that. I want it one higher than that. I think I want it like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So we'll merge the silica lines together and then we'll feed them into aluminum production. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, let's get you to here. And then let's just delete all of the supports. And this pathway, because I don't think we need it, really. Get rid of you. And you too. Looks good. Okay. Gonna lift up from you. Conveyor belt lift. Yep. And then what is that gonna look like? It has to go up? Okay, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, now we've got all our aluminum scrap and all our silica available. So we can start building delicious aluminum. So the aluminum scrap comes out here, 540 per minute. Now I've just realized I have a problem, which is that I cannot support, my belts cannot support 540 per minute. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do after I get my aluminum ingots is replace this belt with a Mark V belt, because I can build those. No, I can't build those now. I'll have to unlock that and come back to this. Because the most I can carry is 480 right now. So we actually don't have enough belt capacity for what we're trying to build. Well, okay, that's fine. Let's see. We don't have a blueprint for foundries yet, and it might be time to build one. I think it is. Let's put down the blueprint designer and build a blueprint for foundries. All right, blueprint designer. I need you not to be impinged by anything. That looks okay. All right. So, what do we want to do in terms of foundries? Oh, I probably need to give myself a little bit more space to walk here. Nice. I'll use a lookout tower to get some height so I can see what I'm doing. And then we'll build a blueprint for some foundries here. Now, what we're going to want with 540 ore... we can consume... Or 540 aluminum scrap. We can consume 90 per minute, so that's going to be 6 of them, right? 6 times 9 is 54. So we probably will make a blueprint with 6 foundries here. Let's see what that looks like. And how can we squeeze those in? So we can do 5 pretty easily. Looks like. Maybe what I'll do is 4 and 4. I could put them on top of each other. If I put that there, 2. Oh, they take up a little bit more space, huh? Okay. So, can I squeeze 4? How would I squeeze 4 in here? I'm missing materials. I need more modular frames. All right, back to base. Who knew foundries needed modular frames? I didn't. I didn't memorize that. We'll upload 3 stacks. I got to get more Mercer spheres so I could build more of these depots, and I want to upgrade the storage space as well, and in the upload speed. I need more Mercer spheres. All right, let's get back over to the aluminum factory. We'll take the hypertube cannon. Okay. Good flight, good flight. Oh, can you land on that rim? Hold up. Can you land on the rim of this? You can, look at that. That's also a good place to build from. Okay. So we can get 4 like that. But they do take up pretty much the entire space laterally. So if I wanted to build more, I can't really get input lines around. Hang on, are you? Yeah, they take up the full space here. So I could either build vertically. I guess I could try to put the dividers in the middle. Yeah, that could work. I haven't tried building something like that. Let me see what that looks like. So we still want foundries, and we want space. We want space in the front for the manifold for the output. I don't know how much I need for that. Like if I put you there, is that enough space, or do I need to come back by one? Let me see if I can squeeze in a manifold over here if I need to come back by one. So there would be a merger here. Right on the edge. It's yellow here. I think that means it's a little too close. Or no, maybe this can work. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, output manifold can work like this. It's very tight, but then how do I... Yeah, then the problem is... Okay, so assuming I do that, and then we put another one down here in the reverse direction. Let's see. How much space did I give myself? It went, yeah, 4 meters. So here I've got 2 meters. Let me nudge it like that. And then it's as far left as it can go, right? Yeah, okay. So the question is output. How do I... Because I think that's enough room in the middle to be able to put the 2 types of inputs. But how am I going to get the outputs to merge? So if inputs come in on the right, I want outputs on the right as well. So I want you to kind of loop around and join this line. Or I guess it depends on what kind of output I'm doing. Or how much the belts can hold. But let's assume for the moment that I can hold everything. Then I can do it with some lifts, right? Yeah, it's just a matter of picking the right height. And then this manifold set comes in this direction and goes over there. So we would have a merger here. Missing iron rod? God damn it. Well, all right. This is a tricky one. I might need more space for the... I might need more space around the edge for the second lift. Let me grab some iron rods. Let's get some uploaded as well. How many do I have now? I don't need coal or bauxite. Thank you very much. I've got 2 plates. Okay, I need iron plates as well. I probably need some concrete. All right, back to the factory. Back to the blueprint design. I feel like this is going to work. I just have to... I might have to tweak the positioning of the second line of foundries. I wonder if I should add another hypertube entrance to make me go faster on this flight. Not sure. So I can't move left or right because I need these only fit in with this positioning. So the question is, how am I going to do the merging? Because if I put it there, then there's no room on the left or the front to put the lift that I need. So you're going to have to move forward a little bit. You're going to have to encroach a little bit closer here. Let's build another one of you. Let's bring you a little bit closer, though. So how much room do I need on the front? I probably need another 4 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can probably get away with that. I should have enough space in between, I think. Let's place that there. Then we place the merger here. No, that's a splitter. I need a merger. With the output going that way, I can squeeze it in that close and still have it function. And then can I get the lift in here? Looks like, yes, I've just got enough distance to do it. Okay. So we want to line up with you. I think like that. Let's see if that looks right. Nope, you needed to be one higher. Dang. Okay. So you'll come up one higher than that. Join up over there. Is that right? Or did it... No, now it's too high over here. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. I should be counting these, really. No, that's still wrong. Okay. Let's match it over here. So assuming I do this, to get it to match, I go 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks up, right? No, 5? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. H. Yeah, it should be 5. Okay. All right. I think I got it now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be correct. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so we can do the merger that way. We can do the output that way. So then, and then we have to fit the inputs down the middle here. So let's finish building these out. Let's do this part. Okay. I think this is fine. I need a merger, not a splitter. You're moving to the left, as are you. And you. Where's your output line? Right there. Okay. I've got this one misplaced. So, you know how there's like the nudge for the hologram? Wouldn't it be great if you could nudge things that already were in place, like things that existed? Okay. So that all comes over here and joins this. You're moving left. And so are you. Okay. So this is an 8 foundry manifold setup. Available for whatever I might need it for in the future. You are the output line. Yeah, your output. And then input's right here and has to be split between these guys somehow. So this is pretty tricky. Let's do the first line. So we'll have splitters. We're coming in from this direction. Of splitters there. And then we have a second line of splitters like that. And we repeat that for everything. I think this is going to work. You're not helpful. I actually can't do these connections yet because I need the space to build the top line. Right, okay. So now we need a second splitter here, lined up with these two, and then it needs to be on the upper level. I need you here, and then above there. And then I need you here, and then above there. Okay. So now the question becomes, can I connect these in an acceptable fashion, or is it too close? It'll work. It'll work. Okay, I was worried to be... So this is why I needed all the space in the middle. If I didn't have enough space for these to drop down, like I couldn't do this with lifts, it had to be able, the belt had to be able to depress enough to get in there. And if they were too close together in the middle, this wouldn't have worked. Because this would have been too steep, but it's just enough of a distance that it'll work. All right, this is going to be very handy. Anytime I need foundries, I can just whip 8 out real quick. Love that. Okay, so now I connect you guys. Oh, I probably want to do the bottom ones first. Because it's going to be hard to see underneath the belts otherwise. Yeah, this is cool. This is gonna work. Okay. So here are my inputs on the right, and then my outputs forward on the right. I like that. I like that. Let's mark the inputs. All right, here's the input lines. These two. Now I wonder if I can get a pull here and just pull this out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's another handy indication of where things go in. Like that. Okay. So there's my inputs and here's my output. Looking good, looking good. If we do power and save this blueprint, seems pretty solid. Now, I could do things slightly differently here in terms of the verticality. I could snake a line through this kind of valley, but I think this is okay the way it is. Let's get power down. So I'll do power poles. It's going to be a bit irregular. Let's have the main power pole be an input pole, because why not, right? So there's where we do our connection. So that's our input pole. And then we'll connect it over here like this. And you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And come over here to this one. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got our input manifolds, we got our output manifold, we've got power. I think we're done. I think this is the blueprint. Let's save it and test it out. Okay, 8 foundries. We'll select the foundry icon. We'll set the directory to templates and production. Save the blueprint. Clear the blueprint designer. Delete the blueprint designer. Okay. And then our input materials are over here. We have the silica up there and the aluminum scrap coming out of here. So with that in mind, how do I want to build this? Let's take a look. So I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's our inputs with that power pole. Inputs in the middle there. So if I build this right here, I should be able to snake the 2 inputs around here and then put them in. And then my output is right there. Those are my ingots coming out. I think we'll do this a little bit differently. I'm going to put it up there and snake them that way. Because where are we trying to get to? Home. Home's over in that direction. Yeah. We're going to build it over here instead. Let's come take a look at this. How are you feeling? Let's push you in a little bit and left a little bit, and let's build you. Okay. Now, we said we needed 6 foundries, not 8, correct? We're going to have, at some point, we're going to have 540 aluminum scrap. So to turn that into ingots, 90 per minute, yeah, it goes into 540 6 times. So we only need 6 of these. Here's our inputs, 1 and 2. Let's bring this stuff over here. So we'll start with you. You're going to come around over in this direction. And then make your way over here. And then channel along this bad boy. I guess you'll come like here. There we go. That looks good. Okay. And then the silica. Look at all that aluminum scrap. The silica lives here. I guess we could run a line horizontally in this direction for a bit and then loop it around. If I do that, does that look right? Yeah, that looks fine for the silica. And then we just loop it around over to here. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Now, none of these have power. I think the easiest thing to do is just not configure these, or no, I guess I should delete them. That's my output belt right there. So if I delete two foundries, it should still just work, right? I don't need this line. I don't need this line. I don't need this line and this line. And then I don't need this or this. But other than that, everything should be fine. All we have to do is connect the power and then set the recipe, and we should start to see aluminum come out. Let me throw a little industrial container here as a temporary measure. That actually means we have a little bit too much space over here. We don't need any of this anymore. And this kind of whole chunk here is a little superfluous as well. But I guess it's fine. We'll just even it out and figure out where to go after this. Yes. Last step. Need to connect power here. What is this line doing? It's going all the way over there for some reason. All right, it's kind of cutting through the factory. Let's not do that. Let's bring you out here. Connect you to there. And then we'll connect you to you. Or I guess you're supposed to be the starter. And now we can delete this line. And now we just put in the recipes. So, I want you to make aluminum ingots, please. Already working. Love it. And let's see. Aluminum begins to flow, my friends. How about that? Fantastic. We should have green lights across the board. Yep. Very nice. Our input manifolds are working. Our output manifolds are working. And we are producing... what? 60 times 6? 360 aluminum ingots per minute. Amazing. Fantastic. I love it. Woo! There we go. That's aluminum done for now. We're going to need more later. But for now, this is sufficient. Now, we do have to get this home, and it's a long way. This might be my first train station. Although, I mean, one belt could carry it all for right now. Maybe I should... will I be building more aluminum here is the question. I don't know the answer to that. 360 ingots per minute is a nice amount. If we take a look at the things we need from this, so the alclad requires aluminum and copper, but we can get 3 for 3. So we could easily get 360 sheets per minute. We're also, however, going to need the other aluminum thing. The casing. I think we need very little of the casing, but 3 ingots gets you 2 of those. I could make just 1 constructor. 60 aluminum casing per minute for 90 of these. That would leave what? 250 to turn into sheets? Yeah, we'd need a lot of those, but we could get 250 sheets per minute with the remaining aluminum. I don't know what else we might need aluminum for, though. Honestly, 60 per minute is probably too much of this. I might underclock this down to like 45 per minute or something. Nuriento, welcome to the channel. I need more aluminum. Regard your experience. This is my 3rd playthrough of the game. I know I'm going to need more aluminum in the future. I'm talking about right now. Right now, 360 feels like a good amount. It's going to let us get into all the things I want to rush to. So, supercomputers. I don't think we have that unlocked yet, but yeah, supercomputers, radio control units, fused frames. I want to get up to the Mark III miner at nuclear power without kind of fully automating tier 7. I mean, this is automated, but 360 is enough to be going along with. We're going to need a lot more later. I absolutely agree with you. But this is a good start. I am... Let's see. I'm 64 hours in. 64 hours in, and I've got 360 aluminum ingots per minute. I feel like that's pretty good. With all of everything before it fully automated. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, look at these delicious ingots filling up in here. What's our power draw looking like right now? It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're still down around, we're still under 5 gigawatts. So we've got more than 11 to spare at the moment. Almost 12. That's good news. So I do need to get all of this crap home. Wouldn't it be nice if we had teleporters? I know eventually you can unlock drones, but teleporters would be great. I don't know if I want to build a train station. I don't think I want to build a train station. I think I'm just going to do a belt, and I'll tell you why. Even though it's a long-ass way back, I don't think I'll be building more aluminum here. I think once I unlock the Mark III miners and stuff, I'll either be tearing this down and rebuilding it, or I'll be building at a different location. You're going to need a lot of casting for later radio control units, heatsink, supercomputer. Yes, all of that is going to require a lot. Only 60 hours and already aluminum factory. Yes. Your home base is exactly the same as mine. Did you start in the Northern Forest? Let me show you guys where I am here. So here's my home base. I started here in the Northern Forest, which is the third starting location option. And I had a very small, teeny tiny baby factory down on the beach for the first, like, 6 hours. I had a little factory down there. You can see some remnants of it, actually, like that container never got deleted. But I very rapidly, as soon as I got the access to Foundation, I built up into the sky. And I actually came over to this pillar. There's a pillar over here. Yeah, this pillar right here. This was the very first place I placed a foundation block. And I just built out from there. And now I have a sky temple, which pays homage to industry and exploitation. And just kind of brought things in here and built this up as much as I could and automated everything. So tiers 1 through 6 are fully automated. At the start of this morning's first stream, I unlocked aluminum. And now we're 64 hours in and I have my first aluminum factory. It's only 360 ingots per hour or per minute, but that's enough to be getting along with. That's enough to be doing stuff, right? So like the next thing I want is to unlock control development systems. I'm easily going to be able to make the 200 alclad aluminum sheets and the 400 aluminum casings for that and unlock this. And then when we get into radio control units, I'll need some other stuff. But I want to skip over these 3 milestones, go straight to tier 8, although I don't know, a detour for the Mark V belt might be a good call. Yeah, it probably is. But once we get radio control, I go into advanced aluminum production with the radios. I unlock fused modular frames. I craft some of those. And then supercomputers. Where's supercomputers? Is that in here as well? Where are supercomputers unlocked? I gotta get supercomputers as well. But the point is, I want this Mark III. I want this Mark III so bad. This is all new to me. But I'm trying to rush to the Mark III miner, and then I'll double back and do some more work here. Praise be the factory. Indeed, indeed. Rodney asks, did you know you don't need to link elevators? They can go up one elevator, unlimited height. Just place the elevator to the floor. Yes. It will snap to the hole. Yes, I was aware of that. Did you know, Rodney? It also works for pipes, although they're bugged at the moment with pumps. But it works for pipes and it works for hypertubes as well. You can build an unlimited length hypertube as long as it's between 2 hypertube floor holes. No problem. I understand what you're talking about. Nurianto, you have weaknesses where aluminum's too far from your home base. Yeah. So my aluminum factory is all the way down here. It is pretty far, and building the belt to bring it back is going to be a bitch. In fact, this is so far, it might warrant a truck station. I don't know if it warrants a train station. But then again, like, we're at the point of the game where, yeah, I might build a train to bring this stuff north. Maybe that's worth doing. But one trick you can do to travel places faster, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's this concept called a hypertube cannon. So the details of building it are a little bit beyond my ability to explain easily, but you can find tutorials online, text and videos that show you how to do this. But you string together these little, the hypertube entrances, and then depending on how you build the exit and how it's angled, you can see here how this is angled, they will fling you a long distance very fast. So watch how quickly I can get back to my aluminum factory. The jetpack helps here because you can feather the jetpack to maintain your height, and you keep your forward velocity. But look at that, just like that, I'm back to this place, right? Not bad. And hey, there's uranium up there. Okay. So the next step is going to be building a train station here to transport this aluminum, I guess, back home. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's figure out what that looks like. All right. Let's build some platforms. I can't remember how wide the train station is. It looks like it's a little bit more, it's like 5 wide. Okay. Let's get it started. Something like this. We'll build the train station. And we'll start figuring out what's involved to get this stuff home. Okay, train station. So we start with the station. Or do we start with the station? We start with the station. Yeah, okay. Let me lock that in place. That's in the middle of that. I guess, yeah, that's probably centered. Okay. So, I think I wanted this reversed. Okay. Not sure how you tell which way is forward and which way is backwards. Freight platform, fluid freight, empty platform, empty width, railway. Yeah, okay. So hold on. Yeah, I did want it this way. We want it somewhere right around there. And lock that in. I think that's correct. Or maybe... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So here's our train station. We're going to name it Aluminum Factory 1. Aluminum ingots? Sure. Aluminum ingots number 1. There we go. Nice. I'm trying to remember where the connection is. The connection is right over there. Okay, we'll get you connected to the grid. Then I'm gonna need... Oh, I've got some nasty lines here, huh? Well... I don't like that. All right, we can fix this, I think. Let's just build another station down below. Lower down. There we go. Okay. So you're connected to you like that, and you go under, and then I can connect you to you, and then I can delete these lines, right? Okay, that looks fine. That looks better. All right, so next I need a freight platform. Trains are fun. Travel's new for you. Yeah, I've built trains before. I have definitely built a lot of trains before in my second playthrough, and they are handy, and they carry a lot of material. It's just setting them up is kind of annoying, and then like you want to reuse them, but you have to kind of edit them to be able to reuse them. All right, so after the station, next I want my first freight platform, and we want input on the right. Hold on. Yeah, because I'm going to bring my aluminum over here, so the inputs are on the right. So are the outputs, but that's fine. Let's build that. Let's get that built. So the problem I often have is that I don't leave enough space for future freight platforms, in case I need them. But we're just going to go ahead and build the train line here. And we'll leave that for the future. So we just build the railway, and that comes right down the middle here. So I guess I just build out like this and just head north until I have to turn, and then come back and get the railway going. This is the part that's annoying. It just takes a long time just to build all the infrastructure for it the first time. You know what? There is a better way to do it. Hold on. No, because you can't... I don't think you can connect rail lines in blueprints, can you? I'm not entirely sure if you can. I can test this theory. But, I need a place to put a blueprint designer. That's annoying. I don't have a good place to put it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So if I just do this, once you're built, and then put a railway on top, I don't think they'll connect up. I think you need to leave... space. I don't think this works. It's worth a shot real quick. So if that's my blueprint, it's only 5 long, but we could place it more easily. They won't connect. They won't connect. I didn't think so. And the problem is, it's not long enough either. Like, if this worked perfectly, if you could just snap pieces like this together, that would be great. But they don't actually connect, so you need to leave space for a connection, and then you're kind of like spending just as much time laying stuff down. So it doesn't really work. You know what you could do though? Hold on. There's a way to make this still a little bit faster than it currently is. So let me try something here. So I'm going to save this as rail 1. We'll give it a railway icon. Railway. And I'm going to set the directory here under templates, and we're going to add a new subcategory called railroads. Okay. So that's rail 1. And then if I just delete the railway itself, and I save this as rail 2, And we'll just put like a foundation block here. This still might be faster than doing it manually. Okay. So here's my idea. I dedicate a bar to these two blueprints. So you're on 1, you're on 2, and then builder, transport, railway, you're 3. I think I can do something with this. Let's see. You don't have a straight mode? Okay. I'll see how far you can go. Okay, so here's my idea, right? I go into blueprint mode, and I lay this down like this. Then I switch over, and I lay this down like this. And then I build out in this direction. I go as far as I can with this, and then I come back and snap them together. That leaves a weird little gap, sadly. Huh. That's not right. Why does it need a nudge like that? So I'll have railway like half the way through. You snap just fine. And then I have problems with you. Maybe... Well, I think it still kind of works. Right? And then all I have to do is connect the pieces, right? So I go 1, 2 like that. And I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna build a locomotive to test this out. I don't know that that worked properly. No, that did not work properly. I don't know. Is this faster than building it manually? It feels like it's a little bit. It feels like it's faster than doing it manually. So it's worth testing, right? To see if it works. You got it. Yes, way faster. Nudge. Always happens. Yeah. Something about the way the bounding boxes are built out of the blueprints. It's not quite perfect. All right. So next, to make this work, I'm going to need, for starters, I'm going to need 2 electric locomotives. You have to be going that way. And then a freight car between them. Linked up. And then another locomotive over here, right? Okay. So let's drive this and see if we can drive along this track. I mean, looks like it's working to me. Yeah, it looks like this works perfectly. So it's not exactly as easy as you would love it to be with the Blueprint Designer. And I only have the 5x5 unlocked. So it'll be better once I can go 6x6, which I think is the largest. Is there another blueprint, or is this the largest one already? I can't remember. But it definitely functions as intended, and I think it does speed up the building process for the rail line, so I'm happy with it. By the way, I can't remember. What happens when you get to the end? It doesn't derail, right? It just stops. Nice. Okay. Well, that's going to work just fine. The other nice thing about the rail line is that they carry the they carry the electricity with them. 6x6 is the biggest? Okay, so I have one more to unlock. Is that in tier 9? I don't think I saw it in tier 8. All right, we got to take a little detour around this location. I don't know if I've opened that. I don't know if I've opened that. All right, we got to route the train around here. So this part we're gonna have to build manually. Well, I mean, I can get one more of these in. So I have to hit H to lock it and then nudge it, and then I can kind of kick in the next part. So yeah, making your way around something like this is a little tricky. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I bought any of the, you know, I haven't spent any tickets really on Foundation yet. The triangular pieces or whatever. All right, so the ultimate goal, we're actually quite a bit higher than my base factory, so we'll have to build the train station over near here and then lower everything down. But I'm kind of okay with a train in the sky coming to bring goodies. Okay, let's do this part manually. So I want you coming around like here-ish. And then continuing your bend until you get over here-ish. And then I want you going straight. It doesn't like that. Yeah, it's getting that wavy thing that happens sometimes. Hold on. Let's place the line we want to connect to here. And make it nice and straight. Then we'll connect it on the back end. That it can do for me. Okay, nice. How does that look? Maybe one more? And then maybe a half here for good measure? Yeah, that looks okay-ish. All right, let's go get this connected up. Okay, all right. We're almost done building this now. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, all right. Let's place this down like this. You go over there. You need H down, down. You just work. 2, we need H down, down. The rail platform just works. And we're getting pretty close. I think we'll go a little bit further. I mean, you still have to go back and connect everything up, but at least you're not, at least the connections are faster to build than like placing it manually every time, I think. I think I double built that somehow. Yeah, I did. Hang on. That's wrong. Don't delete the, let me hit G here. Don't delete the The space elevator, please. I don't want to do that. Okay. We're pretty close here. We're basically, let's see, how close are we? We could go a little bit further. Yeah, I'm gonna want to pull this down somewhere over here. I probably build out a little bit of an aluminum factory here. So maybe this is kind of the place. I think maybe this is the place for the rest of this, the final end. Or the terminal, the end of the line. So, okay, let's go into transport. Let's put down the end of the line train station here. I want you facing the other way. Yeah, I want you facing that way. Okay. I do want... Yeah, okay. I could have you on that line, I guess. You need to be a little bit this way and a little bit that way. There we go. I think that works. I need a little space around the outside. So we'll probably need one line here, like that. And then we need our freight station to unload. And then where do we want it? On the right or the left? Probably on the left makes more sense here. For me, at least. Alright, there's our freight station to unload. And then I'm going to need to connect this. This might be too short. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit too short of a thing to connect. We can do these. I think that messed up. Yeah, that messed up again. Damn it. That seems correct. Okay. Just a few more of these to connect, and then we're done with this whole rail line. I think that's it. All right, let's do a test run. Now I need to configure the freight stations, right? Silas, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Trains can go through the rock? I didn't know that. Pull the first section till it's straight. That works too. Good job. Hey, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Fast train setup, you think? Didn't take too long. Like I said, I have built them before, and I'm high enough up in the air. You know, I'm not trying to support them with physics. Like, this is totally impossible in the real world. It's just floating in the air. But because I'm so high up, I avoid most of the terrain obstacles, which is also helpful. All right. Now then. I need to configure this guy. The freight platform. You are going to load. That's fine. You're already configured the way I want you. And then I'm going to take my aluminum ingots here and bring them over and stick them in. Okay, so you go in here like this. Start filling that up. Okay, there's my ingots. And then we don't have a route defined yet. Hold on. Can I name the other station from here? Timetable. Train stations. All right, so this one I can't rename it. All right. Let's see. Well, I guess I can set up the I can set up the route, right? timetable. This train, we're going to edit the timetable. It starts at aluminum ingots 1, and then it goes to Saratov, which we'll be renaming. And then it comes back. I can't remember. Do I have to put this back in as a third stop, or does it automatically go back there? You stream on Twitch too? No, I used to stream on Twitch like 15 years ago. But most of my content are Let's Plays, which are more suitable for YouTube. And nobody seems to be streaming on YouTube, so I have kind of like a better chance of getting people here on YouTube, I feel, than on Twitch. Twitch is like oversaturated. Plus, I don't have the time or the inclination to set up all the like stream alerts and bits and donations, all that shit. I just like, it's too much. The culture over there is a little toxic. So I just stream on YouTube because that's where all my content is. I can't remember if I need the third one, but let's save this and turn on self-driving. It's going to load up on aluminum. And I'm going to take a ride and watch it unload at, or well, I haven't configured the other station yet. But here comes my aluminum, right? In fact, I should race it home. It's going to go a lot faster than me. Let me respawn here. Okay, there's my platform in the sky. I think I need to launch myself to get there. Okay, the train should be here any moment. Well, not any moment. In a minute or two. All right, let's configure the freight platform to unload the delicious. You're going to unload our delicious aluminum ingots, and then the actual station needs a name. Let's rename this to Sky Station 1. That seems good. If we look at the timetable, this train, I believe we can name it. Train name. Aluminum Express. It has unloaded, it's unloading my ingots, right? So we're gonna have ingots available. I guess it's in the middle of being used, so I can't configure it right now. And you're heading off back to aluminum station 1, right? And now I have aluminum ingots here at home. Fantastic. Okay. So that is pretty dope. I'm pretty happy with that. We can set up some lifts to take the ingots down there, and then we'll build some like alclad aluminum sheets and some aluminum casings down in that direction. I guess I could have moved it a little bit closer, but you know what? I'm gonna need lots and lots of space for more stuff, so maybe it's okay. Let's see. Somewhere right around here we could start heading out in that direction. I should probably get myself a tube up there as well. What's it called? I can never, a hyper tube. I should get myself a hyper tube up there. Up to the station. Yeah, okay, we're underneath it now. Being able to build platforms with blueprints is also super, super handy. Yeah, let me launch myself back up there for a second. I'll show you something cool. Yeah, it flings me a little too far, too fast, but that's okay. We're gonna fix that in a moment here. So there's where all our aluminum stuff, all our ingots will be turned into things on that platform down there. We are gonna need some space to work. So let's go ahead and put this out. And then if I put a, let's see, let me go to my hypertube section. If I put a hypertube floor hole right in the center here. Let's see, is that centered? Yes, that is centered. Okay. And then we go down exactly to the square below here. And we go like this. And then go like this. And then put that same hypertube floor hole here. Then we can connect them directly. Just like with lifts. So this will go right up to there and connect. A-okay. And we just put an entrance, and we've got a quick way to get up there. Let me grab some power from somewhere. You guys may not have known that I know everybody knows that trick works for lifts, but I don't know if people know that it works for hypertubes. All right, hypertubes. Let's get an entrance here. Hook it up like this. Well, okay, it's a little bit ugly. I should have gone a little bit higher there. But then we put the entrance, and we do power. Bob's your uncle. Up to the top, nice and easy. How about that, huh? Pretty cool, right? Sky Station 1, arrival. The Pioneer. The most valuable Pioneer. That's pretty dope, right? Okay, so I've got ingots. I've got ingots available. I can do the same thing with floor holes to get the aluminum down to the factory floor. Next stream, I will be building the aluminum casings and the outclad aluminum sheets. And we're going to unlock a bunch of stuff and figuring out how do I build radio control units, how do I build supercomputers, how do I build fused modular frames, and how do I unlock Miner Mark III. I'm very excited for it. But that is going to be it for today's stream. Rodney, Silas, Noriento. Who else did we have in here today? A lot of folks chatting with me. Smurf, anybody lurking right now or watching the VOD in the future? Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun building this aluminum train route and getting my ingots over. Oh, here comes the Aluminum Express delivering another fat load of delicious aluminum ingots. Good work, boys. Choo-choo. Choo-choo, motherfucker. I will be back tomorrow, Monday. Early in the morning, I'll be playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, a JRPG, the latest game in the Yakuza series. It's a lot of fun. I'll be playing that at 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And then sometime around 10, 11, I'll be playing more Satisfactory live on stream. If you haven't already subbed to my channel, make sure you do. You can hit that subscribe button and then the alert bell to get notified when I come online, when I'm streaming. You can come back, chat with me, talk more about Satisfactory, learn more about the game, and cheer me on. Thanks again, guys, for being here. Thanks for your comments, and we'll see you in the next stream. Take care.